Hey! Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here, for clicking on the video. Today we're going to listen to Ethel Cain. We're going to listen to this song, A House in Nebraska. This is off of her debut album called The Preacher's Daughter, or Preacher's Daughter rather, which was released in 2022. So you may ask me why we're listening to this song. Okay, this was not a recommendation. It's not like I stumbled across this necessarily somewhere. I believe, where did I hear about it? Someone on a stream I was watching a streamer, and one of the chatters in the stream mentioned Ethel Cain, and the streamer was like, I've never heard of her. And so he said, like, recommend me some songs. And so the chatter recommended some songs. And I've never heard of her either. So I just took one of the songs that was recommended. So very long and furthered, degrees of separation. But that's how we got here, and that's why I'm listening to it. So, but it seemed interesting from like the artwork and from the name and everything. So I figured let's go ahead and give it a shot. So here we go. Ethel Cain, A House in Nebraska. Never heard of her, but before this, by the way, in case that wasn't obvious.
Labored breaths and bed sores, sing it to me all day long. When the aching sound of silence used to be your favorite song.
Double entendre, a little bit.
You and me against the world. You were my man and I your girl. We had nothing except each other. You were my whole world. Then the day came and you were up and gone. And I still call home that house in Nebraska, where we found each other on a dirty mattress on the second floor.
Some deep piano chords.
While the world was empty, save you and I. Where you came and I left, and you left and I cried. Where you told me even if we died tonight that I'd die yours. These dirt roads are empty, the ones we paved ourselves. Your mama calls me sometimes to see if I'm doing well. And I lie to her and say that I'm doing fine, when really I'd kill myself to hold you one more time. And it hurts
piano's a little brighter now, in contrast with the lyrics, actually. Or maybe not. It probably looked like I was bored listening to this song. Just, I know how sometimes it comes across like on a video or whatever. I wasn't bored. It's just a very introspective, kind of powerful song to listen to. It's not like a lot of, movement in that kind of regard to do. I already know, because I know my audience. I know about like 70% of you probably won't like this. I liked it. This is the type of album that I would personally listen to on my own just to kind of see where it goes and develops from here and perhaps previously from this track on this one. Like the lyrics are really good, and I think that I'll get to that. We're gonna talk about the lyrics and the music there. I like how heavy the piano is. The piano chords are basically what drives, I don't know, the first half of this song, and it's just, I'm assuming her name is Ethel. I mean, I don't want to have a Jethro Tull situation. I'm assuming her name is Ethel. Yeah, okay, Ethel Cain. Okay, just making sure. But it's just driven primarily by that piano and her voice. And I don't know about the album because I've never heard of her. I don't know anything about this, but by what we've heard, by the album name, and even by the album artwork, this is kind of giving me a similar vibe as like a gothic Americana kind of sound. A long time ago on this channel, and at this point, I do not remember the name of the artist or the band, but a long time ago on this channel, we had done a reaction to a song. And it was one of those reactions that I know didn't get a lot of views or anything like that. Like it's probably even now 4 or 5 years later, like sub 1,000, I would imagine. I don't remember the name. It was something Bones or something like that. And that was like my introduction in a sense to like that gothic Americana, gothic country kind of sound. Which I think that, at least based off of what we just heard, this is kind of settling into that sound. It also gives me a little bit of vibe of like Christian Hater, the Reverend Christian Hater, I should say. And her fantastic music. A little bit of Chelsea Wolfe maybe in the back. But like I like that. It plays like a dirge. It plays like an anti-love song. A breakup song. An I miss you song. But with so much more introspection and reflection. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and pull up the lyrics before we move on here. And I do like the way that it built up with, of course, the drums eventually coming, the strings. And at the very end, actually, let me bring you guys up here real quick. We'll go through the lyrics here, but at the very end, when she's saying that she feels so alone without you, I think it's kind of interesting because it's at that point that the piano kind of lightens up and actually gives a little bit of hope. So maybe she doesn't realize it, but now without this other person, she's perhaps unburdened and a little free, and she may not see the light at this particular moment, but the light is there. And perhaps a brighter future without this person. All right. Labored breaths and bed sores sing it to me all day long. When the aching sound of silence used to be our favorite song. I like that because I view that as a double entendre of course, the sound of silence from Disturbed. I said that, and some of you already ran to your keyboards from Simon and Garfunkel. Or it could also be literally the silence used to be our favorite song. Like there was not much conversation. Maybe there was already an awkwardness in this relationship. You and me against the world. You were my man, I your girl. We had nothing except each other. You were my whole world. But then the day came and you were gone. And I still called home that house in Nebraska where we found each other on a dirty mattress on the second floor. Where the world was empty save you and I. Where you came and I laughed, you left and I cried. Where you told me even if we died tonight that I'd die yours. These dirt roads are empty, the ones we paved ourselves. Your mama calls me sometimes to see if I'm doing well. And I lie to her, say I'm doing fine, when really I'd kill myself to hold you one more time. And it hurts to miss you, but it's worse to know that I'm the reason you won't come home. So now there's a little bit of a twist here in the relationship. So this person won't come home because, for whatever reason, she's the reason. Could this, because I'm reading this as a relationship, like boyfriend, girlfriend, partners, whatever it may be. Could be sibling. No, she says your mama. Okay, never mind. Let me retract that statement. Of course, the lyrics repeat there. I still wait at the edge of town, praying straight to God that maybe you'll be back around. I cry every day. The bottles make it worse because you were the only one I was never scared to tell I hurt. And I found photographs of our school on the day we met. I thought that you were so beautiful. It was love, I guess. And you might never come back home and I may never sleep at night. But God, I just hope you're fine doing it out there. Okay, so I am going to go with the relationship romantic angle on this one. But once again, I do really like how even though she, in a way, is breaking down at the end here on the outro, I do like that the piano kind of lightens up. And it's like, this is, what was the phrase? The night is darkest before the dawn. She may not realize it, but the dawn is right around the corner, Let's see. It was released. The album was entirely produced by Cain with some help from Tomasi on 2 tracks. It's a concept album that creates a narrative centered around fictional characters and inspired by the artist's personal life as the daughter of a deacon. It explores intense themes including family trauma, sexual violence, sonically experiments with slowcore, Americana, folk, ethereal wave, goth pop. Goes on and on. See, like I would really like to listen to the rest of this. Matter of fact, I might listen to it on my own. Let's see, we got some lyric stuff here. I'm looking for it. Here you go. House in Nebraska, 8 minutes torch song featuring angelic melodies, layers of reverb twisting around each other with dizzying clarity, ends with a little guitar solo. What's a torch song? A torch song is a sentimental love song, typically one in which the singer laments an unrequited love or lost love. Either where one party is oblivious to the existence of the other, where one party has moved on, or when a romantic affair has affected the relationship. I don't think I've ever heard of a torch song. Listen, you learn something new every day. Let me know what you guys thought of it in the comments down below. You can follow me over on Twitter, support the channel on Patreon. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for being here. Come back tomorrow, and I hope you enjoyed your time. I almost said I hope you enjoyed your stay, but I'm not a hotel. Bye, guys.